DIY.
I've never seen this clip of Kanye West. Kanye West, one thing he gonna do, he gonna give you a memorable quote. I've seen clips from this Hot 97 interview, but I had never saw him admit what his production weakness was until I saw this one.
You listen to my Sonics, they wouldn't compare to anything that Dilla was doing, or anything that Dr. Dre was doing, or anything that Swiss Beats was doing, or anything that Pharrell was doing. My drums are actually my Achilles heel.
That's so wild to hear him say that his drums are his Achilles heel, because I felt like when he first made his appearance as a producer, it sounded so sonically different from other things that were in mainstream hip hop. I remember him using like them dusty kicks, like think about shake out the money when I'm in need. He really mastered them 4 or 5 kicks that fall in before the snare. I never really heard anything where I was like, the drums is kind of lacking on this. There's certain drums, like on College Dropout, for instance, the workout plan. I always thought them drums were so cheesy. I don't know, it was one of them snares that were like a snare of the time, and I was already over it because I was producing around that time. I always felt like the drum choices he picked were perfect for the chops that he also chose. But it's crazy to hear him say that.
So what you guys got to understand, it's like Yeezus is an exercise in drums and mixes more than it is an exercise of hit records. We still be redoing the drums to this day.
That's Kanye all day. We used to have what we call Drum Hell Day.
What's that?
Where like once a week, me and Kanye would wake up early and go to the studio, just me and him.
Mike Dean, he's the go-to guy that Kanye goes to gather certain sonics. He's so important to the sound that we know from Kanye. I remember the last thing I heard about Mike Dean is him being so annoyed by the process of getting this Donda album finished in a stadium, because Kanye can just be Kanye. But hearing that they're still returning back to a project that is already done in Yeezus and adding more drums and finding other ways to just get to a sound, a certain type of drum approach and a certain type of drum mixing, makes me feel like I'm not so crazy when I have these thoughts of going back to older beats of mine and saying, damn it, I couldn't quite get to it, but I feel like I could do that now. And I think a lot of us as producers, we get that itch because it's like, damn, if I had known this one side chaining technique, this would have made all these beats that I made in this era of time 10 times better. But I think it's interesting that this is kind of like an exercise that I feel like maybe I'd like to try it one time. Go back to an old beat and really just spend time with it. See if there's other things that I can master with it.
He'd be on his MPC 2000, I'd be on my 4000, and just pull up every song on the album over and over and just put new drums on them. You know, just keep trying to find new shit.
The drum.
So Travis Scott is talking about the importance. So whoever pieced this together, that was a really good video.
Fuck about nothing else. You hear me? Nothing, bro. Nothing. I don't care.
It's all about the drums.
The drums, bro. Don't fuck up the drums. You can do everything but fuck up. Just don't fuck up the drums.
I'm 1000% on that team. This is why when I do beat critiques, it is so important that you get the drums right. People are willing to put up with a lot of your bullshit if you get the drums right. One thing people are unforgiving about is when those drums are disappointing, when they're lacking. That's something that is more memorable than anything else. Oh, that's that one producer with them weak ass drums? Yeah, I know who it is. I never want to be in that category. It's like getting picked last for the basketball team at the park. Like, you never want to be in that category. Oh yeah, you the one with them soft ass drums, huh? Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing. Never want to be there. The drums, the drums, the drums. If you're going to spend any extra time on anything, especially as a hip hop based producer, trap based producer, lo-fi producer, even though lo-fi doesn't necessarily rely upon the drums first, the drums still establish a swing. The drums still establish what makes it sonically lo-fi. Same thing for boom bap, is that the boom and the bap is literally words that are describing the sounds of the drums, the swing of the drums, the feel of the drums. If you're not going to get anything else right as a music producer, get these damn drums right.
DIY.
DIYers, if you enjoyed this content, make sure that you hit the like button and maybe even consider subscribing. Come on, man. Stop being greedy. Peace.